Welcome to the LEGO 2021 Holiday Gift Guide
For kids!
for kids. Okay guys, let's jump into it. Today in our ultimate LEGO Holiday Gift Guide 2021 for kids, we're going to be taking a look at pretty much anyone 18 and under. Now, there will be some older kids that of course would love some of the 18 plus sets, and these age ranges, they're just kind of suggestions. Make sure you guys stay around till the end though, because I will be in each of these categories we're looking at, each of these different age categories, 4 plus, 6 plus, 9 plus, and 13 plus. I will be having my kids weigh in on which set they like best. And again, just want to preface, there are hundreds of LEGO sets across so many themes. I took a look at some of the highest rated LEGO sets on lego.com across a plethora of scenes for both girls and boys to try to pick out some of the top ones that I thought would be fun for kids in this age range. So the first one that I wanted to show was the Spider-Man and Sandman Showdown. This is just a very simple 4 plus set. Gets you that iconic Spider-Man. It's got a little car. In terms of younger kids, it's a lot easier to build, especially to rebuild if you're a parent helping out. And in most of the cases, the kids just love the little toys, the action figures. And so this is just a simple one for them to have. Next up is the I can't even say that, Dinosaur Escape. And the main reason that I picked this one, this is a more expensive one, but animals are another big thing. Animals, vehicles, and minifigs are typically big things, especially for the younger kids. It doesn't really matter the themes as much. Kids these age are just kind of learning and growing and love those three things: animals, like vehicles, and minifigs. And so this one has a good mix of all of that. A little slide, which a kid can understand, a car, 2 dinosaurs, as well as 3 different minifigures. And so just thought that would be a fun one that pretty much any kid this age could enjoy. Again, price ranges will vary. So some of these will be expensive, some will be cheap. Hopefully you can find one that's within your range. The next one is 4 plus Stephanie's House. Now these are definitely more geared toward girls, but this is a cool little just house build for kids to play with. Has a little swing. Again, it's got minifigs or these little poly dolls, as well as animals. Big things for these kids to have. And the build is one that hopefully the adults can help with. And the last one is the Heart Lake City Brick Box. If you haven't seen the pattern, this one has animals, kind of, play set stuff, as well as the minifigures. So another good one that I thought for this age range, for this holiday or Christmas season. And that means these are the first 4 for the 4 plus. And then wait till the end, because my kids, both my son and my daughter, will be telling you what's their favorite LEGO sets. But we'll move on to the ages 6 plus. So again, there are so many sets in here, guys. Take a look. If you know more, these are just kind of general suggestions for fans, but if you know specific themes that your kids are interested in, take a look at those. Look at the highly rated ones. Sometimes you gotta look for when they're in stock. A bunch of what I'll show you here will be out of stock. Black Friday just ended, so that's gonna happen. But getting into the 6 plus sets, we have the Tiger Hot Air Balloon Jungle Rescue. Again, with 6 and 7 plus, you get into these kind of more play action sets. But again, some of those key things are still the same. You want minifigures, you want animals, and you want some kind of a vehicle or action playset. And so I thought this one crossed a lot of those dots and was highly rated. Next, of course, is the Adventure with Luigi starter course. Now there is the Mario starter course. Luigi is one of the more recently released. As you can see, I don't take into account old or new. I just looked at some of the higher rated ones to try to get you, and I thought this one is a really fun set for kids to have. It's interactive, it's build your own. As kids get older and want to do more things, There's a lot of ways to add. Lego has a lot of different littler sets you can go to add along to this one to augment it, and so definitely a cool place to start, and figured I'd highlight good old Luigi in this video. But the Mario one is also another good take. This one is the Epic Battle Sets. Now there are a couple of these, and I treat most of them the same. But this one gives you, in a pretty small package, gives you 2 minifigures, lots of kind of weapons and actions, and then just very simple, honestly, Lego build. Mostly it's for these Lego minifigures and the ability to interact with them. So if you're looking for a smaller, fun gift, these are still great ways to send that Lego love to your family members, especially these young kids. Then we have the Vet Clinic Ambulance. This is another one, comes with a bunch of cute little animals, a fun play set. Not as high of a price point, but just different ways for the kids to play, as they grow up. And then the last one I wanted to highlight is the Creative 3-in-1s, the Creator 3-in-1s. Now there's a bunch of them. The Wild Lion was one of the ones up there, but there's a bunch of these, and they're just cool ways for the kids to mix and match with however they're feeling. Obviously they're not minifigure scale or anything, but it's a cool way for them to play, and definitely these different sets are great gifts to give to kids. Moving on to age 9+, we will be diving into, again, there's a lot, the Friendship Bus. Now this is a bigger one, definitely more of a Lego build now. We're starting to get to kids that want more of a challenge, want more opportunities to build more complicated things, and so these are some of those sets you'll see highlighted here have more detailed builds, and the Friendship Bus was one of those. The next one is the Elsa's Magical Ice Palace. Now some of these do have younger age ratings. I picked them for the older category, mostly for the build. I have noticed that some of the age ranges don't match the kids' ability, especially for some of these larger sets. Like it's a lot harder for a younger kid to build these, but these older kids are getting to the point where these are the fun builds, the ones that take a bit more time or more in depth, and this is a bigger set and definitely an awesome one in terms of what you get. Just cool things for an Elsa loving, Frozen loving family. This would be a really nice pinnacle gift, you could say. The other one that I wanted to highlight was the Armorer's Mandalorian Forge. This one is a relatively newer set. Definitely for those that like Star Wars, and especially the Mandalorian series, it's got a lot of cool stuff baked into here in terms of play features and other fun stuff. So thought this was a great set to add on. And I also wanted to add the Red Sun's Inferno Trunk. Now Monkey Kid is a theme that I don't think is as widely known in the US, but I love some of the different the builds that they provide. This one is definitely a 9+. It's more Technic focused. There's cars and trucks. It's got a bunch of minifigures. It's got a hefty price point, but definitely a really cool set that a kid could have. It's got a bunch of vehicles, a little store, just a lot going for it. So one that I wanted to feature up here. Now moving on to the 13+, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Brickheads. They're not as much for the younger kids, but older kids start getting to the point of wanting to collect. And Brickheads, I featured Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Hagrid because I'm a avid Harry Potter fan, but there is Star Wars, Disney, you name it, and they probably have Brickheads for it. So whatever the interest is for your kids, take a look at the Brickheads. They're cool little buildable figures that you get to add that's got this cute little art style that you can add as a gift for the kids this holiday. The next one up is the Guardian Ship. This is a Marvel one. It's definitely much more of a display, pretty built Lego ship, which is kind of what this age range is getting into. They want the bigger, the cooler, the more in theme with what they like, and this kind of fits that. It gives you Thor and a lot of the cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then the beautiful ship, which is just an awesome. Lots of good things that I've heard about this this. As you can see, it's a highly rated, really cool build. A little bit more expensive, but that's what happens sometimes. The next one is the gingerbread house. These are just some of the kind of cuter builds that kids these age can get, for especially kids that are really into the holidays. The gingerbread house is, sold out currently, but there's a bunch. They release them most every year. So it could almost be a reoccurring thing. I know some people collected the old winter villages. This is kind of the Lego equivalent of that. So definitely a cool build, something that kids this age could like to collect and have. The next thing is London. So this is more highlighting the architecture pieces. These are less bang for your buck. They're definitely more of a pretty type thing. But at the same time, as kids are getting older, these are kind of cool recreations that they can have. So whether it's London or Taj Mahal or whatever other of the architecture Lego sets that there are, these are some of the ones that you could possibly look into getting for kids that are interested in kind of this type of stuff. Again, this widely varies based on the interest of the kids, and take all of it with a grain of salt, but hopefully some of these can spark your ideas, help you guys as you find the perfect Lego gift for your loved ones. Remember, if you're liking the video, if you like the content, leave a like down below. It helps. Comment on what you would have done or maybe what you're getting your kids. Help share the ideas. We're a community here, so let's build on that. And don't forget, at the end of the video, my own kids will be giving their opinions on these things, so stick around. We've only got a couple more left. Moving on, this is Kylo Ren's shuttle. Now, Star Wars has so many amazing sets, and as we go and talk about the 18+ series, which will be next week, there's so much fun stuff to collect. This was just one that I think offers that kind of bad guy vibe that some kids, it's really, I guess it's, a lot of people want to get the good guys, Luke and, Rey or whatever it is, but often they're missing that bad guy army or the people to fight against. And so this just gets you a good batch of all the bad guys that you can add to your collection. And it is a beautiful display piece, definitely something that people can take a look at. And moving on to the last but not least, the McLaren Sienna GTR. Now, Technic and the cars that they have are very wide, there's so much here. And so I wanted to add at least one because they're for any kid that loves cars, especially, one that's as a teenager. These are awesome options for not only the builds, but just to display. This is just one of them. There's so many different Porsches or whatever you might be into that's available. So definitely take a look at those. There's some really cool options. And as I promised, we will now have my kids take a look at these and pick out for each age group what is their favorite Lego sets. So be right back with the kiddos. Okay, Liam, for the 4+ sets, which one do you like best?
The Spider-Man one.
Ooh, Spider-Man. Okay, Lydia, of the 4+ sets, which one is your favorite?
A horsey one.
This one. And Liam, for the 6+ sets, which one do you want?
I want the Luigi set.
Ooh, the Luigi set. Lydia, for your 6+ set, which one do you want?
A doctor set.
Ooh, the vet clinic. Nice. Okay, Liam, for the 9+ set, which one is your favorite?
The monkey set.
The Monkey Kid set. Okay, Lydia, of the 9+ sets, which one do you want?
I want a party bus and the Elsa set.
Oh, she wants both of them. I guess it was a tie. Okay, Liam, finally for the 13+ category, which one is your favorite?
The Darth Vader one.
Oh, the Kylo Ren shuttle. Dun dun dun. Okay, Lydia, for 13+, which one is your favorite?
A Minnie Mouse
Oh, she wants a Minnie Mouse Brickheads. Okay, Liddy girl, which one was your favorite out of all of your favorite sets?
Elsa and the music. And a puddle and a polybush.
Okay. Elsa was one of the big ones. And Liam, which one was your favorite set out of all of the sets that you picked?
I want the shuttle ship.
Oh, Kylo Ren's shuttle was his favorite. Well, there you guys have it. Those are my kids' favorites out of all these ones that I've mentioned.
We gotta do them.
Okay, guys, that is the end of our part 1 of our LEGO Holiday 2021 gift guide for kids. Next week, we will be talking about all of you AOFLs out there, adult fans of Legos, 18 plus. For anybody that's interested in getting some of the older friends, loved ones, spouses, whatever it is, gifts, stay around, hit that subscribe button. Remember, guys, I post every week, Thursday at 1 p.m. roughly, so Central Time, I should say. So make sure to subscribe so you can be notified when my videos release. There's a lot of fun videos I have planned. I have to take a look and review the Daily Bugle. I also have more investing tips for people that are looking to get started to get into Legos as something maybe a little bit more grown up or professional. And of course, lots of content for you adult fans of Legos, for people that are interested in vintage Legos, or just Lego collecting in general. We're a community here, and I welcome you guys all here to it. Thank you to all those who subscribed last week with the Black Friday gift guides. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did. And remember, guys, have a great holiday season. Hopefully you can have some fun with Legos and share it with someone else. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Do I press it?
Okay, now come sit on my lap.
Do I press it?
You on this lap? Nope. Just stay right here. You right here? Okay, everybody look at the camera and say cheese.